Good evening, my lovely little dolls. Today we're going to be playing you make this house a home. It is a horror, more horror adjacent. So, question of the day: favorite urban legend? Minmil the elf. Honestly, my favorite is one of the Canadian, specifically British Columbia, urban legends, and it's about the Goat Man. That is what it's called. It's not the Wendigo or any of those. It's the Goat Man. Just like how you have the Mothman, you have the Goat Man. Anyway, please decide the level of intensity you want your gore. We're gonna have to go censored. Will be a large box over gory images. Shame. This game also contains jump scares and a chase scene. Does that stress you out? Now let's go. Oh, what do you mean, weirdo? I feel insulted. But cool, have fun. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy the demo. It's Monday, 9:38 a.m. Wakey, wakey. It's time to start your day. Mari. You slowly come to your senses. There seems to be a fuzz hindering your memory, like a cloud around your thoughts. Oh, that's dialogue box. Give me a second. Let me up the volume. Oh, Minnesota. Okay, that's a cool urban legend. Come on, Kamari. I let you sleep in enough. Oh! Weird pupils, but okay. You slowly open your eyes and suppress a noise of alarm as you meet with a tall, pale figure with dark clothes and a jet black hair gazing down at you. The proportions are killing me. Those are some pointy shoulders, my goodness. There you are, honey. We're already running a little late behind. You were extremely confused, anxiously scanning the storage yet oddly familiar room. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I can't answer them all at breakfast, okay? Being a murderous elf that kills anyone who travels the Min route was made up by cinema scares. It wouldn't surprise me. That's how a lot of urban legends starts. Forced to listen to this man, you hesitantly nod, earning a toothy grin from him before he slips out of the room. Oh, we have... Oh, decisions. Freak out immediately, or stay calm as you can. I think staying calm's gonna give us a better route. I don't know if we can save or not. There's the save button. Haha. There. We're gonna immediately start saving. 1. Freak out. Okay. You scream, absolutely terrified of your situation. Okay, so if we end up getting a bad ending, I'm gonna save at decisions so we can go back and just see. You scramble out of bed, rushing to the bathroom and locking yourself inside. How you know where the bathroom was is a mystery. It was as if your body knew what to do before your head did. Suddenly, your head begins to ache, throbbing painfully behind your eyes. Oh. With a shaky hands, you cling to the sink, trying to take a deep, steady breath. Oh. Looking in the mirror, you feel a bit more at ease. You look at yourself deeply in the mirror. You know it's your face, but it feels wrong somehow. Oh, okay. It will be referred to as she, her. I think that's a bit easy. I like that they have options with, what pronouns would you like to go. But who doesn't want to be called my lady? I think that's nice. After freshening up a bit and feeling much steadier, you head downstairs. As you advance downstairs, you're met with the pleasant smell of meat as well as the soft sizzle of oil on a pan. You take a seat at the table, not knowing what else to do. You see the back of the stranger, now wearing a baby pink apron that seems a touch out of place with his entire aesthetic. You also couldn't help but notice the odd way stray... The way... Okay. You also couldn't help but notice the odd way stray locks of hair were floating over his head as if stuck to the ceiling by the tips. You could hear him humming softly as he killed the heat of the stove and began plating the food. His eyes are a bit unsettling. I think he might need a bit more sleep. Good morning, Kamari. You're presented with a surprisingly adorable breakfast. From what you could see, a golden brown toast, bacon, and a sunny-side-up egg, with odd speckles and powders on the surface you could only assume to be various seasonings. You can't remember if you ate meat or not. Would it even matter? Well, this is off to a roaring stop. You should eat. I think you'll enjoy it. Time for breakfast. Oh my goodness. Oh, did you notice up here? Can we... Oh, that is disturbing. Oh. Who are you? And we're doing another save. First, because there's no music. Just sound effects. Who are you? Goodness, straight to the point today, aren't we? My name is... You can call me Cole. Now that introductions are out of the way, what would you like to know, my dear? Oh! No, this guy is very nice. Yes, he is. Very nice. And his hair just being up in the air, there's nothing wrong with that. Save. Save. Where am I? Who am I? What are you? Let's go from the top, I guess. We're home. This house is a place bought fresh out of high school. We spent a lot of time here together. It'll be our 2nd year anniversary by the end of the week. Sometimes I wish you would still remember. Oh. Should we save again? 2 years, remember? I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of like self-induced amnesia. Like this has to be brought on. Let's go with remember, I guess. Why can't I remember? For your safety, of course. The things your mind had gone through, it was a safer option to have you forget. Maybe it's best to leave it at that. He glances at your empty plate as if double-checking that you ate it all. Would you look at that? You're all done with breakfast. He took the plate from in front of you, placing it in the sink and running the water. You're free to roam around the house and explore if you want. Stand from the table feeling a little less uneasy now that you have food in your system, and your most pressing question somewhat answered. Ooh, explore the house. Time to explore. You decide to explore. Okay, so why is there only one chair at the kitchen table? Why is it so close to the kitchen? Ooh, downstairs or upstairs? Huh. A very big paper towel roll. I can tell this is hand-drawn. This really well. This is really well done for being hand-drawn. But the fact that it's entirely gray and white upstairs, you decide to take a look upstairs. Once you reach the top of the staircase, you scan upstairs. There's a chandelier above you. It stands out quite a bit against the bland colors of the house. It looks antique. The 2nd floor itself is modest. It's very simple with only 3 doors that you can see. One with a sign that has your name, one with a wooden board over it, and another tucked away and locked tightly. You can only assume that was Cole's room. Ooh. As you enter the room, you stand in the doorway. You see your bed. A closet with 5 of the same sweaters hung up in on clothing hangers. The bathroom. And to your right, a short bookshelf with multiple random books, 2 framed pictures, and a shoebox at the very bottom. You approach the bookshelf, shutting your bedroom door behind you. What are you most curious about? Oh. Oh, we get to, oh, pictures, do we, oh, we get to click. Shoebox books, photo box. You know what, let's go through the shoebox. We'll probably get a lot of information out of that. You sit in front of the shelf, pulling out the shoebox. You open the box and see various memorabilia. Yeah, goths get married too, yeah. It was clear at a first glance these were gifts from Cole to you. Oh. Once you examine everything, click continue. Okay, so we have flowers. The Nook Cafe, black coffee. Item description. Grandma's antiques. Oh, here's a Lords of Acid, just so okay, this is cool. Clearly the flowers used to be there. Oh, wait, no. It says from Cole to you in big red sharpie. You wonder what's on the disc. Looks like a drive-through coffee shop order. It's a receipt for an antique lamp, the same one out by the stairs. What's this? We have flowers. An assortment of flowers dried and carefully tied together. Bits of the petals were beginning to flake off into the box. You don't know an urban legend you like? Okay, my favorite's the Goat Man. Fuzzy brown stuffed bear with a red ribbon tied around his neck. It looks like a band t-shirt, though it's not a band you ever heard of. Or maybe you have? You can't remember. It also looks a little too big for you. Was this one of Cole's? Can we, please? Can we hit the... What is this? Okay. Suddenly you hear Cole's voice call to you from downstairs. Kamari, honey, it's time for lunch. It should not have taken that much time for lunch. You step out of a room, closing the door shut behind you. As you descend the stairs, you see Cole waiting at the bottom expectantly. He smiled widely as he gently grasps your shoulder. I hope you're hungry. You open your mouth to say something, but you're sat in the chair once more. Oh, alright. Monday, 1:30 p.m. You're just so cute. You're presented with a normal-looking sandwich. From what you could see, 2 slices of bread, lettuce, tomatoes, lunch meat, and cheese. Nothing seemed too out of the ordinary. Are we sure it's, animal meat and not human meat? You should eat. Time for lunch. Can we... Not quite deer. Okay, this is very disturbing. I don't like this. I can see in the corner, he's obviously happy to some degree. Lunch finished. There was an odd aftertaste in your mouth. A little bitter. Was that drugs? Are we being drugged? What's on your mind? What's all the stuff in the shoebox? You mean the shoebox on the bottom shelf in your room? You nod. Oh, those are little gifts and things I gave you when we were just getting together. And when you moved in, naturally all the gifts came right back. But what's mine is yours, and what's yours belongs in your room. Some of the things in there could be considered trash by now, but I can't bring myself to throw away any of our precious memories away. Huh. Call me sentimental, but it's far too important to me. Can I ask about the items? Like what they're from, or when I received them? That's a good question. Of course, ask away, my dear. You remember the exact detail of each gift in that box? Oh, I remember every detail of every gift I've ever gotten you, ever. I thought that was normal for couples to do. Weird, but also kind of sweet. Where's the red flags blaring away? Oh, boy. You had a lot of good questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. March 1st. Oh, man, I actually... Oh! Yeah, this one's embarrassing. I would loiter around that store when I saw you go in there one time, just in case I would see you again. When I finally did see you, I panicked and bought a chandelier because I didn't want to seem like a stalker. An impulse buy, great. He giggled, thinking about it again. I mean, I ended up getting your number, so it all worked out for me in the end. He lets out a soft sigh, glancing down at your empty plate as if double-checking that you ate it all. Why is he doubting if we ate it all? What has happened in the past that has made him doubt? Why does he do that? Why does it seem so important you finish all your food? Well, looks like we're done here. He took the plate from in front of you, placing it in the sink and running the water, just as he had before. The height, my goodness. Safe to assume you're free to do whatever you wanted again. You stand there for a moment, unsure of what to do next. No horror, only good vibes. Oh. Look around downstairs. You look around, seeing a modest living room right beside the kitchen. The severe lack of walls was kind of unsettling. If you looked around at any point of the house, you could see everything with little to no obstruction. You spot a hallway besides the staircase that leads upstairs. You peek around the corner and see a door. The front door. You glance over at Cole, who was still preoccupied in the kitchen, and tiptoe into the narrow hall. This isn't gonna end well. It's a gloomy scene. Ominous even. What's with the dead plant? Where the door window should be were 2 wooden planks neatly nailed into the surface, as well as duct tape along the glass beside the doorway. You see a small table with a drawer and a plant on top. Inside the drawer was a house key, random receipts, varying from last year to the year before, and a Polaroid. Huh. Is this him? And who are these people? Are they dead? Slightly crumpled Polaroid. It shows 3 people. On the left, a man with long blonde wicks. On the right, a woman with sparkling ginger hair. And in the middle, a man with silky black hair with a familiar shit-eating grin. Cole? No way was this the same one as the one in the kitchen right now. This guy actually looks good. Are you saying our current stalker or host used to look like this? Did he deteriorate as he went on? He looks normal, human. What happened? He put the photo and the various other items back into the drawer before creeping closer to the front door. You stared at it blankly for a moment. You could believe? Would it even be worth it? You don't know anything about the world anymore. No family, no friends. Oh. Save. Shall we leave or shall we stay? You know what? We saved. So if anything bad happens, we can just go back. Leave? Yeah. You slowly, very slowly reach for the handle. What's wrong with our fingers? They're not supposed to look like that. You flinch as a murky toned hand gently grabs you, preventing from reaching the door. His skin feels oddly rubbery. Skin adjacent, but not quite there. Did someone possess Cole? Like, were we already married to Cole, but somebody or something possessed his body? There you are, Kamari. They just don't want us to get run over by a truck. So romantic? Sure. Funny how you immediately wander off to the one place I hoped you wouldn't go. Turns you around with surprisingly controlled force, keeping your back to the door as he clasps your hand with both of his. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. My heart. Oh boy. It wouldn't be safe to be outside by yourself like this. Hello? What do you mean they're always looking out for us? Aw. Hello? Where does his teeth start and end? Don't you understand? Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm getting genuine chills. You can't even get a word out? See, look what happens. Let's lay you down. Oh my goodness. You remember being led by careful hands to what you could only assume be his couch. Rest your eyes for a while, honey. It never gets easier to do that. Oh. Eat. You slowly come to your senses. The distant sound of soft humming comes from the kitchen. You prop yourself. I don't know. This was a romance simulator. Oh boy. You propped yourself onto your elbows. Your ears were ringing slightly, but it was manageable. Oh, that's a lot of Polaroid. Oh boy. The humming stops and you hear a rush of footsteps before Cole is looming over you. You hardly had time to register how quick he moved before he was helping you up. I'm sorry, but the stock photo apron is what's doing it for me. Hello, dear. How do you feel? Fine, I guess. What happened? How long was I out? He stares at you blankly for a moment before replying. I'm not sure. I found you on the ground unconscious, so you laid you down to rest your head. Sure you did. I love that he has such a squiggly smile. You feel a faint squirming sensation in the back of your head. Oh, I see. What time is it? Cole's expression lights it up once more as he slowly leads you towards the kitchen. It's dinner time. Maybe some food will get you feeling better. Monday, 7:02 p.m. Spoopy. I hope you had fun today. You're presented with a... Oh. Spaghetti? Are we sure that's actual meat and not human meat? With... What is that mixed in the noodles? You should eat. I don't think I want to eat this. This time it feels different. It's important. Oh boy. What is... I'm scared. Whoop. Whoop. They're finished. There was a conflicting textures. Like you were eating something still alive. Oh boy. Made you feel sick to your stomach. Is it our brain? Out of curiosity. Actually, that sounds like it would probably what it is. Anything new? Why would romance be scary? Be not afraid? I think this is the wrong be not afraid. Oh, who are the people in the picture? Who are the people in that Polaroid by the door? There are people we were close with. He replied softly, examining your expression closely. Do you recognize anyone in the picture? Only you. But just barely. You really did look different. I was handsome, right? Oh, you know what? Sure. Yes, you were handsome. Very handsome. Oh, he's blushing? Still are. You giggle with him as he leans a little closer, clearly enjoying himself. Well, to answer your question, the Little Red Riding Hood was a woman named Phoebe. Phoebe or Phoebe? And Goldilocks was a man named Zeke. They were our closest friends. But not anymore? No, not anymore. He picked up the plate disregarding the strange nature of the meal as he stands to put it in the sink. It's getting late, you should go to bed. Say goodnight and go to sleep, I guess. He pats your shin through the blanket. Good night, sweetheart. You hear him step out, the door clicking softly behind him. March 1st. 2:03 p.m. Huh. Phoebe? You're behind the counter of an antique shop, sorting through a stack of mismatched receipts and polishing a glass display case that never seemed to stay clean. The bell above the door jingles occasionally as customers wander in and out, but the afternoon has been slow. If today gets any quieter, you might fall asleep standing up. The bell jingles again. Welcome in. You look up. Oh! What happened to have such a drastic change? Hi, hello, The man standing in the doorway froze mid-step like he didn't expect you to be there. He's wearing a shirt too thin for the weather, hair flowing down his back, eyes wide with panic. Cole? This was the same man from a few weeks ago who you met at a bar. Hi, yes, I'm here to shop? Shop for what? He glances around the store like he's searching for an excuse. A chandelier. A chandelier? Yes. You can't suppress a smile at his flustered behavior. It was clear he was here for you. He darts into the end of the aisle, pretending to browse, picking up random objects and putting them back in the wrong places. You watch him from behind the counter, amused. You know, I can just say hi like a normal person. He pokes his head around a shelf. I didn't want to seem like a stalker by coming in here and acting like a burglar. He disappears behind a shelf, clearly embarrassed. I panicked. You laugh under your breath. After a moment, he reappears, holding the most ridiculous thing he could have possibly chosen. I'll take this. He sets it on the counter. It's a chandelier. Cole, this is one of the older ones we have. It's overly expensive for being so ugly. Please ring it up anyway. You side-eyed him for a bit, scanning the tag sticker on one of the candle holders, printing out the receipt as Cole fumbles with putting his card back in his wallet. Sure. He starts again, trying to seem more nonchalant than he truly was. Do you think I could get your number? I've been keeping an eye out for you ever since we met that night. The sheer honesty of the request made you double take. Just a moment ago, he was nervously paying for a ridiculous chandelier. Now, he was asking for your number in the most forward way possible. See, this is romantic. Yeah, I guess. You pull out a pencil as you scribble down your digits onto the receipt. He flushes, rubbing the back of his neck. I saw you working here once, and then I kept coming back just in case I'd see you again. So you were loitering. You scoffed light-heartedly, holding out the receipt for him to take. Strategically. He agreed, visibly easing up as he took the small paper with tentative fingers. You shake your head, smiling despite yourself. You're ridiculous. But it worked. What is with those teeth? Was he always a demon? Or did he just become more demon as time went on? He beams, clearly proud of himself. But the fluorescent light flickers. The bustle of the street distorts. Cole's smile lingers, but the edge blurs, smears, melts into darkness. Oh! He told us that story. So, I have a feeling. Most of these memories might actually be real, but most of them probably aren't. Rise and shine. A familiar voice rings gently in your ears as you blearily open your eyes. Waking up this time around was less taxing than yesterday. Oh, look at you, early birdie. And noticeably less disorienting. Good morning, Cole. Oh, was in the face of shock. Cole practically flinches where he sat, nearly tumbling off the bed entirely. You remember my name? He exclaimed, all too loud for how recent you had woken up. Yeah, no, this is... Huh? What was wrong? Were you not meant to know his name or something? At your confusion, Cole frankly looks around the room as the walls themselves were listening, in on something not allowed. It's nothing. Come down for breakfast when you're ready, he said slowly as he got up from the bed, gently clicking the door shut behind him as he left. Suspicious. Yeah. Oop. Who head downstairs for breakfast, still shaking off the last traces of sleep and confusion from Cole's reaction. As you advance downstairs, you're met with the familiar smell of bacon, eggs, and toast. Cole must be making the same thing as yesterday. He must be drugging us. You take a seat at the table, watching the back of Cole as you mechanically made breakfast. Breakfast. He says nothing this time as he sets down the toast. Makes you a little anxious, hearing Cole this quiet. Oh, breakfast passes quietly, the same as yesterday, save for Cole's light-hearted banter. He was gazing deeply into your eyes as if trying to assess something. We're remembering and he doesn't like it. His face was completely blank. This is his completely blank look. This cute face. It was so unnerving. He had some time before... Oh. Wait. Oh! He frees me mid-step. Cole at the bottom of the stairs, apron still on, hands clasped tightly in front of him. What is this pose? He is more twinkish now, though. Can we talk before you wander off? His tone is gentle, and he's smiling like before, but there's a strange urgency behind it, like he's afraid you'll disappear if he looks away. Talk about what? Just this. You. Today. Suspicious. Suspicious. He gestures toward the living room. Come sit with me for a bit, please? You nod, unsure what else to do. Cole briefly ducks into the kitchen before returning with his apron neatly folded once more. You sit on the couch. Cole sits beside you after setting the apron down on the coffee table beside a stack of Polaroids. Close, but not touching. His posture is stiff, like he's rehearsing how to be normal. You remembered my name this morning. Yes? You're not supposed to do that. He says it quietly, almost like he's afraid of the words themselves. Is that bad? Do we live... If this is almost... Is this a horror version of 50 First Dates? Or something like that, but like much, 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 much worse? Well, no, it's wonderful. It's just unexpected. He fidgets with the hem of his winter sweater, twisting the fabric between his fingers. He looks away, embarrassed. But today is different. You're not supposed to be different. Different how? I don't know, but your vibe is just different. He leans forward slightly, studying her face with unnerving intensity. It's nice, but it's wrong. You shift uncomfortably. Cole, what exactly do you want to talk about? Everything. He says it too quickly. I mean, just whatever you want. I want to hear you talk. About what? Anything, your thoughts. What you think of the house. What you think of me. He pauses. Especially the last one. Why? Because I like hearing it. You sigh. You're being weirdly needy today. I'm your boyfriend. I'm allowed to be needy. Hearing the term boyfriend coming from someone you basically met yesterday felt odd. He shifts closer, just an inch. Cole then takes your hand, the vast darkness of his skin nearly swallowing your fingers in his. Tell me something you remember. Nah, it's so romantic. I don't think it is. Why are we gray? Cole murmurs softly, his voice low with reverence. I don't remember much. But you remembered my name. I guess that stuck. It's not meant to. Nothing is. He laughs softly, almost breathless. Feels like progress, like maybe today will be better. Better than what? Than every day before today. He says it too quickly again. I don't want to ruin today. His fingers loosen their already gentle grip on yours, trailing down your palm. Can we just enjoy this morning? Oh. How? Talk to me, ask me things, let me be here with you. His voice softens. I miss you, even when you're right here in front of me. Oh. Especially when your mind is usually so far away. It's like 50 first dates. But worse. I have to fix this later, but for now, I want to be here with you. Oh. No. Off the deep end. I'll click. Save. Hit him. Tell me about you. Me, I'm not that interesting. Yeah, but you're basically still a stranger to me. Fair enough. So tell me something real. Ooh, something real. He thinks for a long moment. I like when you say my name. That's not what I meant. It's what I meant. He leans closer. A few stray strands of hair in front of his face sway slightly as he turned your hand around in his. But I guess we could go over the first date questions. If you really want. I'm sorry, I love that for laughing. Let's see, my favorite color is red. I like how passionate it looks and how much emotion it can vary through it. My favorite animals are bugs. The real creepy crawly ones. The ones that maybe an average person would be disgusted at. My favorite season is wintertime, but I hate being cold. Ooh. When he stopped talking, a calm, silent drift between you. To think that at some point, these were things about him that you knew by heart. Oh, these were things about him that you knew by heart. Thank you, Cole. He smiled. Anytime. The house. How long have we lived here? You moved in a few months ago. I've been here since I was 19. Why this house? Honestly, I just chose a place far from my parents, but close by my friends. Huh. Did you not have a good relationship with your parents? If he looks like this, I can understand why not. No. He responds dryly, all fondness in his tone shriveled. I mean, he does have a goth look, so that's probably part of the reason. It made you wonder if his parents were monsters, too. But living on my own turned out just to be as bad. This place is too big for one person, and it got lonely whenever my friends couldn't hang out. But then I met you. His hands were fidgeting with yours now. It felt like he did this often, once upon a time. You make this house a home. Oh. Cole, what happened to me? Did we get hit by a truck? He freezes. Nothing. That's not an answer. I don't know what I can tell you. Then tell me what you can. Cole swallows hard. His grip on your hand loosens, then tightens again like he's afraid you'll pull away. Were we in some sort of accident? Like, that has to be the only answer. You got sick, real sick, and I didn't know what to do. Oh. Is this one of the, my partner is sick, so sacrifices? Sick how? He shakes his head, eyes dropping to your joined hands. You were dizzy, confused, you kept forgetting things. I thought it was stress or exhaustion or... I should have taken you to a hospital. I know that now. Why didn't you? His breath catches. Because you begged me not to. The room suddenly felt smaller. Okay. I like the lore. Still very confused, but I like the lore. I did? I can't tell if he's lying or not. He nods slowly, like he wasn't sure of what he was saying either. I was trying to respect that. I thought I was helping. Silence settled between you. Heavy, but not hostile. The conversation lingers in the air long after it ends. You're not sure if you feel closer to him or farther away. Either way, the day moves on. Monday, 1:30 p.m. Why are we back on Monday? I thought we were Tuesday. Are we stuck in a loop? Is this a loop? You're presented with another normal-looking sandwich. Same 2 slices of bread, same lettuce, some tomatoes, lunch meat, and same cheese. All the same. You pick it up and take your first bite, all while Cole continues to watch carefully. Once you are finished, that same bitter aftertaste lingers in your mouth. He has to be putting medicine in it. So? Nothing. Cole blink, a little confused. Nothing? At all? Yeah. I see. He eyed your empty plate as always. Huh. Then he took the plate from in front of you, placing it in the sink and running the water just as he had before. This time you could do what you wanted, right? Oh! Quickly, save. I am worried. Why do you love me? Oh! That's a cool Okay, so this is how his hair is. Okay, cool frame. He looks a bit surprised at the question, not exactly expecting you to say that. His eyes remind me of that of a goat's. He hums softly, eyes drifting to the sink as he ponders how to verbalize the sheer weight of what he felt for you. Would it be shallow to say because you're human? Ho. I was initially drawn to you with your general attraction. Regular human stuff. Pauses, fingers settling in the soapy water. But then you made the attempt to really get to know me. His voice softened, almost reverberant. You made me feel real. You don't know how rare that is for someone like me. Lets out a quiet breath, almost a laugh. Hello? I love you for you. I mean that. What's your full name? He paused thoughtfully. My full name? It's been a long time since I've said it out loud. Cole is low-key more comforting to hear. But if you really want to know... Sarcolin. My full name is Quag Sarcolin. Okay, that was a name. I can understand why he likes going by Cole. Do you miss going outside? He pauses, mid-scrub, shoulders tensing, just slightly. Outside is complicated. People would stare. They would judge and ask questions. But with you, I don't mind it as much. So yes, I miss it, but not as much as I miss you. Knock over the paper towels. You take a subtle step back, bumping the roll of paper towels off the counter with your shoulders. Whoopsie-daisy. Hits the floor with a soft thud. Bends down to pick it up immediately, unbothered in the slightest. You're lucky you're cute. Do we act like a cat? This was the instruction you needed to grab a fork from the drawer. What? Quick save. We hastily pull it open just a bit before closing it. Walk away. Sorry about the trouble. I'll get out of your hair now. Red flag. Are we the red flag again? He turned around as he placed the paper towel back on the counter. Oh, no problem, honey. Accidents happen. You waste no time to hurry upstairs. The boarded door stands exactly where you left it. You wedge the fork beneath the first nail and push. This is the strangest non-creepy romance. It is non-creepy. Like, compared to something like John Doe, which this does remind me of. But it also, it's more unsettling than, like, for a romance game, it's a bit creepy, but it's more unsettling than just everything else. Gives away the strained metallic groan that makes you wince. You work quickly, listening for any sign of Cole coming upstairs. Another board loosens. Another. The final plank drops to the floor. You swallow hard and push the door open. The room beyond is dim and still. The storage room, small, dusty, quiet. But the moment your eyes adjust, your stomach twists. Mundane, every objects are everywhere. Clothes you don't remember owning. Books with your handwriting in the margin. A backpack, a phone charger, a stack of notebooks tied with twine. Framed photo face down on the floor. You kneel beside a box labeled with your name. Your fingers brush the lid. Something warm flickers in your chest like recognition trying to break through the fog. This is a wholesome goth romance? I don't think so. A cold dread settles in your spine. You open the box. Inside are small objects, trinkets, receipts, notes, pieces of a life you can't remember living. Suddenly, you hear Cole's voice call out to you from downstairs. It's time for dinner. You step out of your room, close the door shut behind you. As you descend the stairs, you notice that Cole wasn't at the bottom to greet you this time. He stayed in the kitchen. Oh no. Save. Dinner smelled like spaghetti once again, but the moment you stepped in the kitchen, something feels off. Cole stands at the stove, shoulders low, movements slow and unfocused. Cole? Hello, honey. Dinner's almost ready. His voice is soft in a way that doesn't sound like him. Are you okay? Yeah, just tired. He tries to smile, but it doesn't reach his eyes. You sit as he sets the plate in front of you, then lowers himself over the kitchen table once more. Dinner's quiet. Not tense, just muted. Sorry, I'm not very talkative tonight. It's okay. He gives a smile. Grateful nod. I'll be better after some sleep, that's all. Something about the way he says it makes your stomach twist. When you're finished, he stands and gathers the plate. You go rest. I'll clean up. Huh. You sure? Yeah, go on. He turns back to the sink, the soft clatter of dishes echoing through the dim kitchen. You watch him for a moment longer. Something is wrong. He just won't say what. You crawl into bed, alone this time as exhaustion settles into your bones after another strange day. The lamp beside your door casts a soft glow across the room and your eyes grow heavy. Sleep takes you quickly. You wake up, but this time Cole is nowhere to be seen. Your room is bathed in darkness. The lamp you had fallen asleep with is turned off. You don't remember turning it off. You sit up slowly, letting your eyes adjust to the dark. The house feels different that night. Colder, heavier, like the walls are listening. Somewhere down the hallway you hear a hushed voice. It's Cole. You slip out of bed, feet touching the cold floorboards and creeping towards the door. The hallway's pitch black, save for the faint sliver of light leaking out beneath Cole's bedroom door. His voice is clearer now, and he sounded tense. No, Zeke, listen to me. You freeze. Zeke? You inch closer, careful not to make the floor creak. I know what time it is, I know. No, I didn't tell them anything. I wouldn't do that. His tone sharpens, not angry, but scared. Did they do something? Zeke, please tell me you can figure something out. The dose needs to be higher. Kamari's remembering things now. You know how dangerous that could get, don't you? Then a pause. You can't hear what's being said on the other end, barely being able to make out what's Cole saying himself. Please, if not for Kamari, do it for me. Your heart pounds. You take another step. Then, the floor creaks quietly. The whispering stops. Silence. You don't move. You don't breathe. I'll call you back. I'll see you soon. Shit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Footsteps. The quiet jingle of a key struggling in a lock. You dart back to your own room, slipping inside just as the hallway light flickers on. You crawl into bed and pull the blanket up to your chin, pretending to be asleep. That's not gonna work. The doorknob rattles. Your breath catches, but it isn't open. After a long moment, you hear Cole's footsteps retreating down the hall. The house falls silent again. You stare at the ceiling, wide awake, the darkness pressing in around you. What had he meant by see you soon? You thought he couldn't leave the house. You don't sleep again for a long time. Oh. Okay. This is wonderful. We're being forcefully drugged. Oh. Oh. Right, there's new routes. There's different routes. Okay, so let's actually go back to the first one. And let's see, we're gonna stay calm this time. See what happens. You close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Opening them again, you feel ready enough to face whatever was downstairs. Yeah, it's more unsettling, but okay, this game came with a warning saying, hey, body horror is gonna happen, but surprisingly enough, we haven't had that yet, so. You get out of bed, your feet leading you towards the bathroom in your room. You had no idea that was there, yet it felt like muscle memory. Looking in the mirror, you feel a bit more at ease. You look at yourself deeply in a mirror. You know it's your face, but it feels wrong somehow. Neutral. You'll be referred to they/thems. After freshening up a bit, it feels more. I'm feeling much steadier. You head downstairs. As you advance downstairs, you're met with the pleasant smell of meat, as well as the soft sizzle of oil on a pan. You take a seat at the table, not knowing what else to do. Seeing the back of the stranger, now wearing a baby pink apron that seemed to touch out of place with the entire aesthetic. You also couldn't help but notice the odd way stray locks of hair were floating over his head as if stuck to the ceiling by the tips. You could hear him humming softly as he killed the heat of the stove and began plating the food. Good morning, Kamari. You are presented with a surprisingly adorable breakfast. You can't remember if you ate meat or not. Would it even matter? Okay, so it seems like our old friends are actually in on our drugging and kidnapping. So, you know, can we just not eat this? Can we get rid of? Do we have to eat? Can we just put it back together? No, I guess we do have to eat. Little disturbing, gonna be honest. We're gonna be polite this time. Oh, it's my pleasure. You're looking at me funny, so I'm sure you have some questions. First things first, my name is... You can call me Cole. Now that introduction's out of the way, what would you like to know, my dear? Ooh, what are you? Let's go with that. Well, I already told you I'm Cole, but I suppose I should have known nothing gets past my clever Kamari. I'm not human, if you couldn't tell. I guess you could say I'm a monster of sorts. Though it might be easier if you just think I'm a weird-looking person instead. Okay, so monsters are canon. And not outwardly. They're normal. Great. When we first met, I was someone that did a lot of bad things. You changed me. Were we one of those I can fix you girlies? Were we a I can fix you girly? Oh, save. Save. Yeah, we'll override. What's going on with your hair? Ah, yes, my hair. We already won the game. We're given the hot goth lover static. Would you believe that, my dear? You kind of had to. Glances at your empty plate as if double-checking that you ate it all. Would you look at that? You're all done with your breakfast. Huh. You're free to roam around the house and explore if you want. Okay, we're gonna go... Oh, wait. We're gonna go head upstairs again. And we're gonna see... Oh! Bird's room. Huh, some of these nails aren't secure. Maybe there's something around that can pry them loose. The door looks like it's been modified. Where a doorknob should have been is a handle with a large padlock hanging off of it. If Cole had a key, it's hidden somewhere. Okay, nope, never mind. We're going back to our room. It's your bed, closet, bathroom. Let's check with the book. You pick up the thin book. It was one of those blank books you buy in an arts and crafts store. You open it to see hand-drawn pictures inside. There were words scribbled beside each drawing. Was this Cole's handwriting? You know, Kamari, I wanted to live forever so badly when I was little. I think I'd spent my entire life looking for you even without knowing it. How could I possibly want to live forever knowing you'd end up dying before me? If I was human too, would things be easier for us? You changed my life, you know? You made it better. Okay, so he made himself a human form? Every point of my life was leading up to this. I just know it. I can change this one little thing if it means I get to keep you by my side. Hell, I'd change everything. I'd do anything you want me to if you just asked. They told me I'm driving you insane. You don't seem insane to me. Oh no, is he the reason we're losing our memories? I mean, besides the kidnapping and dosage with medicine. What does that doctor know about you that I don't? You don't need that. You need me. You're perfect. You've always been perfect to me. Oh. Haha. He was the reason we started losing our memories. He just made it worse. Still can't stand to leave you, not when you're vulnerable like this. Just thinking about that makes me sick. I can't leave everything behind. I can leave everything behind if it means I get to move forward with you. Oh. Suddenly you hear Cole's voice call for you from downstairs. It's time for lunch. Okay. You descend the stairway. Okay, I hope you're hungry. You open your mouth to say something, but you sat in the chair once more. Alright. Okay. You're just so cute. Okay, so I kind of see where this is going. I guess that's a big point of where we need to... Okay, there was an odd aftertaste in your mouth, a little bitter. Our goth boyfriend trying to assure our good... Oh, goodness. Did you write that book? Cole's smile didn't falter once, like he expected you to find it. Ah, yes, the theatrics of freshly heartbroken Cole. I thought it would be nice if you could really see how I laid my heart bare for you in every way. So then, inside the book is what you wrote, what really happened between us. Pauses for a moment, examining your expression closely. I think he's been lying to us. In a way, yes. I wrote that book when you first moved in, and after your first diagnosis. You know, they wanted to take you from me. As if they would know what you need more than I do. There was a metallic glint behind Cole's eyes as he said that. Oh, manic. Not metallic. Yeah, manic. He sounded like he had written what... He sounded like how his writing read. Unstable. He lets out a soft sigh, glancing down at your empty plate, as if double-checking that you ate it all. Why does he do that? Well, it looks like we're done here. Took a plate? Okay. He's been trying to protect us from bad information, so romantic. Oh, goodness. I wish it was misinformation instead of just information. Look around downstairs. Woo. Okay, shall we? I think we're gonna stay. Well, alright, so this is clearly him in his human form. This is who he was talking to before. I wouldn't surprise me if these guys are also monsters, just in human forms. On the left, a man with long blonde wicks. On the right, a woman with sparkling ginger hair. And in the middle, a man with silky black hair with a familiar shitty grin. Cole? Okay, so normal, so human. What happened? You could leave? Would it be worth it? No family, no friends. You're gonna stay. You sigh, shaking your head. It's not worth the risk. You were perfectly safe where you were. So, you know, instead of that, whatever that horror was. For the most part. Oh. You turn around, jolting at the sight of Cole peeking from behind the counter. From a corner, as if watching to see what you would do. Monster is a bit strong word. Goths are people too. Ha! Yeah, I guess. It is a very goth core. He puts a lot of effort into his goth look. He flashes a grateful smile before returning to the kitchen, clearly pleased with your choice. Creep. Maybe it was best to keep an eye on Cole. After all, you weren't completely comfortable around him. You walked towards a couch in the living room, taking a seat and waiting. After a few moments, Cole finally emerged from the kitchen. He smiled, pleasantly surprised that you stayed close by. Hi! Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna try and leave. Any reasons you decided not to? Why did you want me to leave? Oh. He averted his gaze. No, never that. It's just on rare days you don't immediately go for the door. Rare? Oh. You know, when you wake up every day, it's like a different version of your personality. Most of the time, you're super scared and hate me. Sometimes you're super kind and understanding. Oh. 8 times out of 10, you end up wanting to leave me, you know? I guess. I just wanted to chat a little bit more, if that's alright. Cole visibly lights up. Of course, anything you want. Cole walks back into the kitchen, then returns with a pink apron folded neatly in his arm. Okay, so this is basically what happened during day 2? We're just doing it now. Great. He does care about us, so wholesome. Why do you have that apron? We're gonna go with why do you have that apron. See where this goes. You glance down at the pink apron on the table. The most comical to look at, given the circumstances and the general mood of the entire house. Why do you have that apron? Do you not like it? No, I think it's adorable. I just didn't expect someone like you to wear anything like it. I typically don't. This is the only piece of clothing I own that's like this. You're actually the one that talked me into wearing it. Oh. This was before I started losing my memory, right? Yes, exactly that. Was it recently? It looks brand new. It's actually just been about a year since I bought it. And it's spotless? Don't you cook and clean with it on every day? Yes. When I bought it, I told myself that if I ever got dirty at all, anyway. Obviously, it's when the air is dry and there's static electricity, that's why his hair is raised. I would have to kill myself on the— oh goodness. He is intense. There's a reasonable explanation for everything. He just said if he got it dirty at all, he would have to end his life. So, you blink a little confused. Huh. That's nice, I suppose. Oh, look at that. Dinner time. Oh boy. I hope you had a fun day. You're presented with a questionable meal. That kind of mixes in the noodles. I don't think I want to eat this. This time it feels different. It's important. Your stomach. Anything new, honey? Who are the people in the picture? They're people we were close with. He replied softly, examining your expression closely. Do you recognize any in the picture? Only you. Look really different. Oh, okay. Save. We're gonna go no. Ouch, my ego. He genuinely looks like his feelings were hurt. I'll have you know I was quite popular when I looked like that. You'd be surprised. Well, to answer your question, Little Red Riding Hood was a woman named Phoebe, and Goldilocks was a man named Zeke. They were our closest friends. But not anymore. We hurt his feelings so quickly. Nope, not anymore. Picked up the plate, disregarding the strange nature of the meal, and stood up to put it in the sink. It's getting late, you should go to bed. Oh! Save. We get another option. We did it. Haha. Ask him to lay down with you. Do you want to lay down with me? Just until I fall asleep? There was a brief pause before Cole squeaked out a strangled noise. Really? You're okay with that? You nod, giving him the green light. Oh! Cole hesitates only for a moment before laying on the mattress beside you. This is... Oh, okay. See, this is wholesome. Look at it. Okay, so he's basically having his fingers together. His hair is full of hearts. Oh, that's cute. He was on the very edge of the bed, keeping a respectful distance from you with his hands folded carefully in front of him. He looked like even a breath near you wrong would be a cardinal sin on his part. Sweet dreams, my love. His voice is soft, almost reverent. You feel his finger brush your arms, a fleeting, gentle touch, before sleep pulls you under. June 2nd. You and Cole are wandering through a small weekend market, stalls crowded with handmade goods and the lazy chatter of people enjoying the sun. Okay, so romance intensified. We're getting a different dream. He's carrying a tote bag while you're carrying nothing but the easy weight of a morning with nowhere urgent to be. Look at this one. So yeah, must have been his human form, I guess. Or at least he tried to make himself look more human. He points at a stall full of novelty aprons, floral, striped, and one that's so pink it seems to glow. Oh god. It's hideous. I love it. He laughed, stepping closer to touch the frilly design. He plucked the pink apron off the rack and held it up like a cape. Imagine me in this. Please don't. He grins, then on a sudden impulse slips the apron over his head and ties the strings behind him, making a show of purposely accentuating his waist. Ta-da! Domestic god. You can't help but smile that spread across your face. He looks ridiculous and somehow adorable. You look like you're about to host a baking show. Would you watch? Only if you promise to let me eat whatever you make. He leans in, apron rustling, eyes bright and teasing. Of course, anything for you. The words land softer than the joke. For a second, the market noise fades. The world narrows as the two of you and the ridiculous pink fabric between you. You'd wear it just because I said it was cute? If you say it's cute, I'd wear anything. You tilt your head, smile slipping into something warmer. Then wear it at home. I want to see you in it when we make dinner tonight. Cole freezes, the playful mask falling away for a heartbeat. Really? Really? All domestic-like. He laughs, but there's a softness in his eyes that make your chest ache. Alright, if you want me to wear it, I'll buy it. He hands the apron to the vendor with a decisive nod, paying without hesitation as if the purchase was already sealed between you. Consider it a promise. You open your mouth to respond, but the stall begins to melt. The chatter of other shoppers distorts. Cole's smile lingers, but the edges blur, smear, melt into darkness. See, it says Tuesday. Rise and shine. A familiar voice rings gently into your ears as you blearily open your eyes. Waking up this time around was less taxing than yesterday. Oh, look at you, early birdie. And noticeably less disorienting. Good morning, Cole. Boop. The shock Pikachu face. Cole practically flinches where he sat, nearly tumbling off the bed entirely. You remember my name? He exclaims all too loud for how recent you had woken up. What is wrong? Okay. Oh, it's nothing. Come down for breakfast when you're ready. he says as slowly as he gets up from the bed, gently clicking the door shut behind him as he left. Okay, so I'm gonna skip through some of it because I want to quickly get to the options and see what difference have you. Placing it in the sink and running the water just as he had before. This time you could do whatever you wanted, right? Grab a fork. Instead of going to him, we're grabbing a fork. Through the boarded door upstairs. The nails look loose enough to try and pry off with something like a fork, maybe. That meant you'd have to distract Cole long enough to get one without being suspicious. Quickly think of a course of action. You awkwardly walk up to Cole as he's doing the dishes. Oh, he gazes at us. He notices you immediately. Need something, my dear? Just felt like talking a bit more. You smiled brightly, clearly pleased. And I'm more than happy to indulge you. Do you have any questions? Okay, so I guess gonna skip through these. Okay, his full name is Sarkolin. Quang Sarkolin. That is a name. I can't pronounce it. Outside. Knock over. There we go. Walk away. We grab the fork. We have the fork. Goodbye. Time to break. Room will still be okay. Storage room, small, dusty, quiet. But the moment your eyes adjust, your stomach twists. Mundane, everyday objects are everywhere. Clothing you don't remember owning. Books with your handwriting in the margins. A backpack, a phone charger, a stack of notebooks tied with twine. A framed photo face down on the floor. Kneel beside a box label with your name. Fingers brush the lid. Something warm flickers through your chest, like recognition trying to break through the fog. You open the box. Inside are small objects. Trinkets, receipts, notes, pieces of a life you can't remember living. Suddenly you hear Cole's voice call out to you from downstairs. Huh. Step out of your room, closing the door shut behind you. As you descend the stairs, you notice that Cole... Okay, he wasn't at the stairs. You okay? Yeah, just tired. Dinner's quiet, not tense, just muted. Sorry, not talkative. Okay, nope. It'd be better after some sleep, that's all. Something about the way he says it makes your stomach twist. Oh boy. Something's wrong, he just won't say it. Sleep took you quickly. Okay, I think we're gonna get the same ending. I hope not. You wake up this time as Cole is nowhere to be seen. The room is bathed in darkness. You don't remember turning it off. The house is different at night, colder, heavier, like the walls are listening. Somewhere down the hall you hear hushed voices. It's Cole. Slip out of bed, feet touching the cold floorboards and creeping towards the door. Okay, oh, Zeke. You inch closer, careful not to make a floor creak. No, I didn't tell them anything. I wouldn't do that. His tone sharp, not angry, but scared. Zeke, please tell me you can figure something out. The dose needs to be higher. Kamari's remembering things now. You know how dangerous that could get, don't you? Oh. Maybe we hurt his feelings? Maybe just a little bit. Can't hear what's being said on the other end, barely being able to make out what Cole's saying himself. Please, if not for Kamari, do it for me. Oh. And creak. The floor creaks. The whispering stops. Silence. You don't move. You don't breathe. I'll call you back. See you soon. Shoot. Footsteps. The quiet jingle of a key struggling in a lock. You dart back towards your room, slipping inside just as the hallway lights flick on. You pretend to crawl into bed and put the blankets up to your chin, pretending to be asleep. The doornail rattles. Your breath catches, but it doesn't open. After a long moment, you hear Cole's footstep retreating down the hall. The house falls silent again. Oh, what did he mean? See you soon. Huh. Okay, so I'll admit, this has been an interesting playthrough. Given the fact that the entire thing is so quiet. It's very unnerving. Because I'm used to most of those games having at least background music. So having it being completely silent is just jarring. So, my lovely little dolls, that's going to be the end today. But don't forget to tune in throughout the rest of the week for more content. For those of you who get to see this later, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell in the corner. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. I wish to know what everyone thinks. Oh boy. And until our next meeting, my lovely little dolls, bye-bye.